and welcome to Add More Zest. My name's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids0147, and it is time to de-kit my Vivian fox from Carat.art. It is finished. I will show you at the end of this de-kitting what it looks like, but it is a square painting. It has a gazillion colours, so I do need to of course get all these diamonds away. And I've just remembered I didn't bring my bag of 310, but I have a plan. Okay, so first things first, because it is a square painting, I do want to check if any of those diamonds are needed for my black and white heaven and earth design. I know I don't need anything for my big heaven and earth design. I'm now got everything I need for that one. And in fact, what I might do while I'm here is take all these diamonds out, because I'm working on my heaven and earth design each and every day. I'm actually going to take all of these out of here now, and I'm going to pop them in the cases with my actual painting. So this is all done. It's these that are for my black and white heaven and earth design, and I've just got a few bottles keeping things stood upright. So I'm going to half look at these while I also put these into DMC order. So let's go for anything up to 300s, and I've just seen 317, so let's pop that in, because they're used in my black and white one. So we've got one done. Apologies if you can hear music in the background, it's because Megan is currently cleaning up the kitchen. Cleaning up the kitchen is always easier with music in the background. So that's a 400. Maybe if I go up to 500. 152. Just because I'm trying to do this at the same time, that's why I'm like, let's just pull out a couple. We've got ABs as well. Let's shove those. 318, that is in there. You sort of get used to it. There's only 15 colours in this other heaven and earth design that I'm doing, and I may well have enough for a lot of them, but I'm just going to pull out what I think. So 310, I normally just throw into a bag, and I forgot to bring the bag in with me. That'll teach me, because I now have all my diamond painting things are all in our bedroom. So I have to remember to go and get things, which I'm not used to having to do. So of course I keep forgetting stuff. I've remembered all my boxes, I've remembered my heaven and earth design box, but I forgot my 310 bag. That's another AB. And that one. So let's keep the ABs out of the way. So do any of these 400s need to go? 414 and 415. Let's pop those in. 413 doesn't, so that can go in my normal spares. So 414. And I'm taking the stickers off as I go along, because otherwise it is a very, very tedious process to do them all at the end. $415, all done. Okay, 762 I've actually just spotted, so we'll throw that one in while we're here. Got a few different shades in that one. I think I'll be sticking to more the very pale grey tone when I'm doing it. There's another 300. Well, that sticker didn't want to come off nicely. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Okay, what else have we got? Let's maybe go all the rest. So we've got 6, 7, 8, 6. That's another 3, 7. So I'm basically going for anything now that is less than 3,000. Oh, another AB. Deal with those in a minute. 7, 8, 6, 8, 8, 9. Oh, a 2, an 8, 2 more 8s, a 9, another 3 that I missed, a 6, an 8. They're both 9s, a 6 and a 9. Okay, so in there now is all 3,000s. And for my Heaven and Earth design, 3072 is 1. But I don't have that in here. 3799 I do. So let's get rid of that. 3799. All done. Pop that one back in. And then 3865. I think it just has 5200 if I remember rightly. But we do want 5200 as well. So let's pop them in. Okay, so that's my Heaven and Earth design box done. It's feeling very bitty at the moment. So let's get the Heaven and Earth design box out of the way. And at least I've taken the diamonds out. I've been meaning to do that for a few days, but they're out. What I'm actually going to do with the 310s is I'm actually pulling my Heaven and Earth design case out, and I'm just going to top up my pot with the 310s. It saved me going and getting my big bag for a little bit longer and having to top that up. And they're going to get used, that's for sure. So, Heaven and Earth design in tip-top shape. So let's put all the 3000s up on this, up at the back. I'm just double checking they are all 3000s while I'm doing it. And I'll sort them out into groupings once these diamonds are away. So first box I need is my squares 100s to 600s. We'll deal with those. So we have 150. 150, we have space. Now, my spares box, I created this a few years ago. Many of you that have watched this channel for a while will know that. But for those that don't, I created this a while ago because it's a system that can grow with you. I now have 3 boxes for my spares. And I have 3 boxes for my squares, sorry, and 2 boxes for my round. And I do limit myself, so I will only allow, take those out, give myself a little bit more wiggle room. I will only allow as such 1 bag per colour to be in my spares. That's why I have a separate box for my Heaven and Earth design, because for that I need potentially more than 1 bag. But in this box now, I think 1 bag of each is plenty to have for any diamond painting that may have run out of a colour. I do have another Heaven and Earth design to do that I haven't yet put aside the diamonds. It's a blank canvas one. But I figured that I will potentially, if I find that I'm going to need more colours for that, then I can either pick some up, or there are many people that are willing to share diamonds. And I'll start collecting for those probably before I do it. Because I think I'm going to give, once my 2 Heaven and Earth designs that are done now are done, I'm going to prepare these and start saving the diamonds for my canvas. But I'm also going to give myself a little break before I go full on into it. Right, I've found one that I don't have. So I don't have 347 in my spares yet. I think it's a colour that I've got a few in my Heaven and Earth design, in my big one. But I haven't got any in my spares box, so I'm going to keep that aside. If I can get the sticker to come off in one, would be nice. And I'll update my logbook with that in a bit to say that I now have it. 350. Quite a few reds in this painting, of course, but there is loads of colours. It's kind of ridiculous how many colours there are in this painting, but it does look so good when it's done. So 350, 351. So yeah, I keep going with my bags until I've got one full. If you like to keep all of your diamonds that are spare, then that's fine too. You can have multiple bags behind each tab, telling you where all your, which diamond is which. 353, it's another one that I didn't have in my standard squares. So I need to keep hold of that sticker as well. Be nice to dekit this one. It feels weird actually doing, because I'm doing my current large painting and I haven't dekitted this one already. To keep reminding myself, it needs dekitting, it needs dekitting. It's like, oh. So, today is the day. It's the tidy up day. Get this painting dekitted, get it popped away. And then I won't feel as guilty about having diamonds I've not put away while still working on another painting. Come on. Got one diamond that just decided to stick to the side. Okay, 356, all done. Okay, 400s. So we'll start with top of the shop 400. Oh, we've actually got no 500s in this kit. I've just put the wrong one in, haven't I? Oh. See, it does happen to me as well. I have just tipped 413 in. I was looking at 400 and I've just tipped 413 in. Absolutely awesome. Just what I needed when I was trying to get this dekit. Okay, I'm trying to think what's the best way now. I'm just grabbing, that's probably not even the best thing I could have grabbed. I don't think my bone folder's in here. Let's just use, will a pen work? Probably not. This is where I'm like, what have I got lying around? I was going to try using tweezers, but probably would have been better just with a normal pen. So I'm trying to pick up my 400s. Luckily, I don't have too many in here because it has been used in my Heaven and Earth design. And I get to start the tedious process of splitting them back up. I think this is the first time I've done this. I know we did it once when we were kitting up a painting of Megan's. We did end up with 2 colour diamonds getting mixed up. But I think this is the first time that I've managed to tip the wrong spares in. And as soon as I was tipping it in, I realised I'd done it wrong. But it was also too late to actually do anything about it. My hands were already moving. Let's see if I can split these up a little bit more. Maybe I'm actually better trying to split them up rather than scoop them in one by one. Try and divide them up and then I can scoop them all into the bag at once. My table is now my sorting tray. Because if I put them into a tray, I'm definitely going to have to sort them one by one. Okay. Try using the angle of the tweezers to help me out a little bit. Be a little bit easier. I will use a tray when it comes to getting them off the table maybe. But for now, I'm just going for splitting them up. At least they're 2 different colours. It could have been 2 reds, which would have been highly annoying. That's for sure. But luckily they are 2 contrasting colours. One's a grey and one's a sort of rusty coloured red. Come on. Let's try those over there. Section those out and then scoop them over. Okay, this is working. See, this is how you could get to split them up. Using a pair of angled tweezers to sort of scoop and using the tip when you need to get one out. So let's scoop all of those and then scoop, and then let's see if we can fish out what needs to be fished out and then scoop just one colour out and push the others out the way. Ooh. Okay, nearly there-ish. Nearly there. Scoop and then push those out the way, scoop those, push those, scoop, push, scoop the grey, push the red. Woohoo! Okay, so I'm split up on my desk. Let me grab a tray. I'm going to tip those into the tray and then behave myself. It needs to go into the 400 bag. Let's not do that again. Okay, 400s. Hard work, but they're out. 413. 413. Oh, you're full. Okay, so that means 413 is due to go into my extras. So let's pop it in there. I could pull my extras box up, but let's not cause myself any more trauma than I've already done. So these are ones that the bag in here is full, which means they go into my giveaway box. Okay, let's try not do the same thing with my 600s. So I've got 608. This is another one that the bag's empty. That is a bright, bright red. So that one is for my logbook. 608. I actually do need 606. That's actually full. What have we got next? 646. I have a bag for that one. 646. So that can go away. Oh. 646. 647 is a pretty full bag. While we're going into my extras box anyway, let's just pop them in there with the rest. 648 away. 648 and then 666. Again, that one is pretty full, so while I'm going into the other box anyway, let's start making sure we've got some in there. Okay, box 1 is done. Box 2 is my 700s to 900s, and this is probably one of my fullest boxes. So let's start with these. Let's actually put them in order, and then maybe I won't tip the wrong one in. Okay, 720 is full. 760, they can fit in. I think that's a number in my Heaven and Earth design, if I remember right. I know the symbols a lot more than I know the numbers, because I look at the symbols more so. So 760 and then 779, not to be confused with 799. 779. So that one can go in. And add with their little friends that are a different colour. I personally don't mind mixing up the two shades like that when they're different. Not in my spares box, really doesn't bother me, because I find, that if I do run out of any, then it could be either shade that I run out of, depending on how the manufacturer of that kit, what shading they've used. So because of that, I mix them together, and if I ever have a kit where I'm short on diamonds and I need to grab some more, I will tip them into a tray and pick the closest match. I know some people prefer to put multiple bags in per colour and keep the different shades separate. It really is a personal preference, and either works, and that's the benefit of this storage system, that you adapt it to you and it will work in multiple ways for multiple people. I know some people keep certain manufacturers' diamonds separate, so they'll have a bag for diamonds from a regular kit and a bag for diamonds from a certain manufacturer to keep those together if they do a lot of one particular company. There are many different ways to make it work for you. I used to keep rounds and squares together. Look, 818, so many different varieties, and I think I'm probably just about to add another one. Yeah, there are so many different ways of doing it. I used to keep my rounds and squares together, and I just had one bag of rounds and one bag of squares. But then I found it does become a lot easier for me to split them up. 819, that's a bit too full. Having said that, there is about 10 diamonds in there. So I'm going to throw them in for the sake of not many diamonds at all. It's not worth writing a label for a new bag if I don't have a bag for them in there. So 800s. I keep waiting for my squares to have to start splitting across boxes. 823, I've got enough of that. 838. 838 are all in, and I like to try and flatten it as much as possible before I seal it up. That then allows it to stand up as straight as it can and saves less space. 844. Okay, 900s. 91, 93, 94, 939, 900, 963. So I've just sort of split them up again, trying to save myself making a mess. 900s will fit. I think 900s is one of my fullest rows. I have it as a row. I might have to spread it out into the 800s because I just keep adding diamonds. I just keep adding and it doesn't like it. Okay, 917. Only got a few of these. Let's top you up. I wonder if that'll be a colour in my new Heaven and Earth design canvas. I'm actually excited to finish my big one and excited to start thinking about collecting for this one. Right, 938. These are all in my big Heaven and Earth design, any that I've already got. But I'm now collecting them for my spares. So we'll pop that there. 939 is a full bag. Should have known 939 would be full. 947. I can fit those in. That's another bright one. So take the labels off as you go along. It's a lot less tedious. So 947 and then 963. Not quite full yet. It's getting close though. When I flatten it out, it's definitely getting close to being full. 963. Okay, box number 2 or number 3 if you include the Heaven and Earth design is done. Now we have my 3000s, of which I have quite a few. So let's get these stickers all out of the way. I missed the bin. Okay, 3000s. So 30, 37, 37, 38, 33, 33. Oh, I'm knocking them all over. 38s, 33, 36, 37, 37, 8, 8, 33, 37, 38, 37. Okay, so we've got 130, and that's 3024. Come on. Got one diamond that wanted to stay in the bottom of the pot. So that's one down. 3024. Right, 3 threes. Let's do those in order. So 3326. Again, I think that's another one that is in my Heaven and Earth design, but this is the first time I'm getting some in my spares. So I'll update my logbook. You'll see on my logbook in a bit when I update it, I have the little letter H if it is a diamond that has been in my Heaven and Earth design. Because if I ever have a kit that say runs out of diamonds and I need like 3, I check my spares list and it may be that I need to pinch them from my Heaven and Earth design to be able to finish it, or it may be that they're in my spares box, or it may be that I don't have them at all. I'm definitely getting more and more, but that doesn't mean I have all of the colours. Okay, 3371. This is definitely one that's been in my Heaven and Earth design. So I've only just started saving these into my normal spares. Hence the reason the bag is so empty for a popular colour. Okay, that's the 3 3s. 3 6, there is only a couple of them anyway, but 3685. In you go. Okay, we're more than halfway, at least, according to the empty pots in here. We've still got the ABs to do as well. Right, 3 7s. So we've got an 05, a 5, a 7, a 7 and an 8. So let's go for 05 first off. Top of the shop of the 3 7s. Kind of wish they didn't bring out the 3 7 numbers. I prefer the 3-digit numbers. But that's just because I can remember them easier. Right, that one I already have. 3772. They're a little bit lighter, these colours. Don't have as many of them. But 3772. 3777. Don't have that one. Be very interesting to know how many of these I've had in the past, and they're in my Heaven and Earth design, and how many I've never had before, because there's quite a few to update my logbook with. 3778. That's a pretty full bag as well, especially when I flatten it down. This is where I lose my nail. 3778. And then 3787. I have that one. So far I've got 6 that I need to put in my logbook. Take your guesses how many you think are already in my Heaven and Earth designs, and how many are brand new colours in my spares. Okay, so we've got 01, 57, 30, 60, 61, 24, that order. Okay, 3801, top of the shop. We're nearly there. My battery's deciding it wants to run out already. Let's see how far we can get. 3824. Oh, I've only got a few. I know these two are definitely in my Heaven and Earth designs. I've been using quite a lot of those colours at the moment. And they're always the last sort of diamonds that I place, because I place the diamonds in DMC order. Oh, we've got another one. So you've got to decide out of 7 how many are brand new. So let's pop that one there. 3857. Scooting right the way up. Just got a few of those as well. Not many. Okay, 3857. 3860. That one's full. 3861. That's also full. Okay, so we got to the end of the 3000s box, which is good going. Now it's time for the extras. Just in case you think you can have too many spares. So these are my spares that I then give away, pass on to others in need. It has gone down a bit because I did recently had a few people that are doing a Heaven and Earth design, and I did a big giveaway for them. So they did get, it did whittle this down quite a bit, but I'll just throw some plastic tubs. In fact, they can live in there. They came out of my spares to give a bit more room. So I need my square stickers, and I may need my squares bags, but let's have a look, because I reckon there's a few of these that I've given away, so therefore I'm actually going to need to relabel. But these are the rounds that I have to give away. Those are all my 310s, just a few. But then apart from that, I tend to store them, so I just have a tab that says hundreds. I don't do individual labels. So here I have 154, 161. So 154 can get added. And then if somebody only needs a few, I actually have some bags from Evermoment that have little white strips for write-on labels. Come on, get in. And I can actually write on them what the number is to pass them on. But my 152s, I did give away all that I have, apart from what's in my standard spares box. So I do need to create a new label and bag, because I now will start collecting more. Okay, so that's a very piddly little amount to start off with, but it's surprising how often that number turns up. Okay, 200s, 300s I don't have, or at least I don't have this time. I do have some 400s. And I need bags and labels for both of those. Just trying to get rid of most of the residue. So 413 and 498. I only have a bag of 453 in here. So 413, let's see if we can do this without mixing it. But let's get the 413 in. Then 453, which is already in there. And then 498. 498. Bob those in. There we go. Then we didn't have any 500s in this kit. For 600s, I do have 666 in a bag. So we can add those, and then I have two more that I must have either only just filled my pots or I've given them away already. And it could be either, because I don't keep track. But I do need some extra bags. So do I have any? Oh, I do. So much easier when I do. I also have some more stickers in my Heaven and Earth design box. So I need 606 and 647. So let's start with 606, because that will be going at the front. little bit of static on these, but they're not too bad. So it'll be 606, then all the sixes. No, it won't. I can't do math. I'll move that to the side and we'll pop 647 in the middle. Can't count, mix up diamonds. It's one of those days. Okay, let's stick my stickers on this now, rather than trashing my desk. So 647. Okay, we're getting there. 700s. I have quite a few in here. I only have one here. 720, and I don't have a bag for those. So let's create one for 720. And these bags have a short side, a short lip and a long lip to help open them up. That's why I keep checking which one it is before I stick the sticker on, because I have stuck them on the back before now. So that's the 700s. 800s. I have two. So 823 I do have a bag for. In fact, I have two bags for. There, ooh. There's 823. Trying to squash it down before I shut it, and I'm just promptly making more mess. Okay, last. We've got less than 10 bottles left. Okay, 844, I need a bag. 844. There we go. Throw those in, and I just write the labels for these rather than using our printed labels, because as with 823 I actually have multiple bags of it and I don't want to be opening multiple packs. Okay, my 939, which I know I've had extras of after using thousands in my Heaven and Earth design, 939 I must have given away the ones that I had, because I have a bucket. I don't have any, and I know I had a load. Okay, 3756. I actually gave some of these away and I still have multiple bags of them. These were a background in a picture I did from Ever Moments. And Ever Moment give so many extra diamonds. It's crazy how many diamonds they give that are extra. And I've had about 7 bags of these just from that one painting. Okay, so for my 3/8, I actually need both of these. I need bags for them both. So 3/8, 60. And let's get the label off. And then 3861. And then I can pop those labels. There's still more in my Heaven and Earth design, so I can at least pinch those to top up this box. And when both boxes get low, that's when I'll top them both up from my stash of those. So there we go. They are my extras to give away box. I actually have 6 of these boxes, and because the rounds only take 2, I've used this one for the others. When my rounds go into 3 boxes, that's when I'll have to rethink how I do it because of how they fit on my shelf. Right, let's sort out the ABs. So for my ABs, I have them on a book ring. That's the way I store my ABs. While I have a few it's not like I constantly have loads of them. So let's take them off the book ring. They are sort of in colour order, but we've got a 5200. So let's add those. 5200 AB. And I also have the AB sticker for Diamond Art Club on these, so that if I'm dekitting a Diamond Art Club, I also know what it is. So I'm checking as I'm hooking them back on if I've got any others, but I need the reds. I don't need greens and purples and blues. I need this 666 in red, so I've got the DMC number, and then I've got what Diamond Art Club, the Diamond Art Club number for it. I only have one here that I don't know the number for. It must have come in a painting that didn't tell me the number, so it just sits there because it can. That's the blue. Okay, now we're getting to grey. So I've got 414 here. Why is my 310s not with my greys? Oh, they're all mugged up, I think. Okay, so I've got a colour that I don't already have, which is a 318. I have 414, which is a grey, but I don't have 318. So I need to grab my AB stickers, which luckily are stored in here. So I use the blue stickers for my ABs. I use the pink for my spare storage. I need another bag from our bag and book rings. And I'm going to tip the diamonds in first, because then I definitely know I'll be sticking the sticker on the right side of the bag, rather than getting that mulled up. And it's 318. So I get these out. I've also got the Diamond Art Club numbers stored in the back, but I want 318 in square. And they can go back, and that can go down here. I don't have my phone with me, so I'm not going to check if it is a Diamond Art Club colour, but I do make sure when I dekit a Diamond Art Club that I have my phone, and I tend to do any updates at that time if I need to put a Diamond Art Club sticker on it. Okay, so that is my ABs away, and they hang up on the bottom of my little pegboard, looking pretty. Okay, so what should we do next? Let's do logbook next. Is it this one that I want? It is. So these are my spares in square and round. So have you all taken your guesses as to whether they were in my Heaven and Earth design or not? So first one's first, 347. That was in my Heaven and Earth design. So I'll rub out my little H and put that it is now in my spares. And the sticker can go. 353 is also one that I had in my Heaven and Earth design. So that's 2. Put 2 there. Try and remember. 608. Oh, I never had that one before, and it was not in my Heaven and Earth designs. 938. I'm pretty sure that was. Yeah, 938 was in my Heaven and Earth design. So 938. 3326. 3326. Yes, that one is in my Heaven and Earth design. If I remember rightly, that's a teardrop symbol, but it might not be. 3 777. That is another brand newbie to me. And 3830, that was in my Heaven and Earth Designs. So I have 2 brand new numbers from this one for my spares. There are still a few numbers that I don't have. There are a few that I have in round but not in square. And there are some that are just still sat in my Heaven and Earth Design and not anywhere else. But logbook updated. We're nearly there. Oh, put the rubber in there. I use that to rub out my little H letter. Pen can go away. Last thing to do before I get out the painting is I just want to give, if I can get in it, childproof. There we go. To get in, before I put this away, I just use a little bit of Goo Gone. Some of these bottles have a little bit of sticker residue, not a lot, but as long as you're not leaving a load of the paper on the top, I find that Goo Gone is fantastic at getting rid of the rest. You don't need loads. Every now and then it dries out and I'm just adding just a little bit more, fingertip size, so that I can rub over the ones that need it. And I don't always do the best job. Occasionally when I get them out I think, how on earth did I miss that one? But I try to get them all the best I can. Those with remnants that are possibly even from a kit beforehand. And then this is just a lint-free cloth that is primarily used for Goo Gone. Just spotted another bit. And there we go. My storage is now ready to go away on my shelf, which means when I'm getting a nice shiny new kit out, I have nice clean storage. I don't want to have a nice shiny new kit and have storage with loads of sticker remnants. So, case is done. So let's show you the painting. So I popped it back in its box to keep it safe. But this is Vivian Fox. Now there is a section that when I look at it close up, so if you look across her face, when I look at it close up, I'm like, that colour's a little off. But when you do look at it from a distance, as diamond paintings are supposed to look, that's actually the perfect shade. The only thing I'm not sure about, and this is personal preference, is the black ABs. So there's black ABs here. There's some here which actually it's not as bad. And then in her eye. They're the only things that I'm unsure about. And I think it's just black as an AB. It gives it a completely different colour. Whereas I do actually really like the ABs in her hair. And I love some of the AB in the background. I actually wish there was a bit more AB in the top. But there was quite a lot down here in the bottom. And I actually thought it was really nice as well when I was doing it. But as I say, that's a personal thing. I just don't particularly have a fond like for 310 in AB. Just because it changes the colour so much. But I think she is absolutely stunning. And it's amazing that she had 68 different colours. A lot of them being red tones. that gives you, you know, all this different shading of red. And then a nice lot of detail in the background, which made it really, really interesting to do. So yeah, it's a beautiful painting. Very, very happy with it. There was the odd diamond that had little knobs on the side, only tiny, tiny ones. Didn't stop them being placed, didn't make them pop. But overall, the diamond quality was amazing. I do tend to find, even in the high-end kits, you can have 1 or 2 colours that are a little bit of a different size, like a fraction of a millimetre smaller. But once they're all down, it can be hard to find which ones they were. So yeah, very happy with this and how it turned out. It was great fun to do. And yeah, I thank you all so much for bearing with me while I got this one de-kitted. I knew it would take a while, what with ABs and it being square and them being 68 of them, but it's done, it's away. Vivian Fox is officially finished, so I need to make sure that I take a picture ready for my logbook update for next week, and I can mark her as done. But thank you all so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all again soon.